What's up everyone and welcome to the club. Today we're creating a pencil sketch of Squidward from Spongebob SquarePants. For today's lesson we'll need some paper and something to draw with. I'll be drawing with this 0.7mm mechanical pencil with a 2B graphite stick, but you're more than welcome to use whatever you'd like. If you want more details on our art supplies, I'll leave a list with links in the description below. So we want to begin today's lesson by breaking down the basic shape of our character. Let's start by sketching a line coming down the center of our page. Starting from the very top, just going to lightly work our way down the middle using these short lines. All the way down towards the bottom. Now going back up to the top and the center, let's start with the nose. We're going to start right in the middle with a small circle. Just going to sketch this out roughly. It doesn't have to be perfect. And then along the bottom, you can draw a slightly larger circle, coming all the way around towards the bottom of the nose, and then back up. Let's connect the outside of the top circle to the bottom with a curve. Just going to bend this out and then down towards the side. Let's go up to the top of the nose. We're going to draw an oval on the left side. We're going to go up, around, and just tuck that in behind the top of the nose. And draw the same thing on the right side, just lining up the top, pulling that in towards the center. Let's draw a straight line going across the center of those ovals for the eyelids. Now from the outside of the eyes, we're going to step out, draw a straight line coming all the way down towards the bottom. I want to make sure that the gap along the top is the same as we have across the bottom. We'll do the same thing on the right, coming all the way down. Let's extend these lines up a little bit higher along the top. Now, from the outside of the left eye, we're going to step out and draw a large oval for the top of the head. So we're just going to rough this in, going around the side, go up in the middle, come around the right, and then back in. Let's go to the side of the nose. We're going to bend the mouth, going out and then down on either side. Let's round this out and pull that back in. Let's connect the bottom with a curve going up in behind the nose and then back down. Now I'm going to draw a seam in the center for the mouth, going across on both sides. Let's draw the neck, leaving a gap in the center and draw two lines, one on the left and then one on the right. Now right about here, it's going to block this off with a straight line. From the bottom corners of the neck, let's draw two straight angled lines, coming down and out towards the elbow to right about there. And then from the elbow, draw a small circle. Let's go halfway between the center line and the outside, so right about here on top of the shoulder, we're going to bend the body. Going to go out and then down towards the bottom of the shirt to right about there. Do the same thing on the right. Let's close out the bottom with a curve. Let's go back to the center of the elbow, draw a straight angled line coming in towards the bottom corners of the shirt. Now we're going to tuck the lower torso underneath, so from the bottom corners we're going to step in, draw an oval, going around, and then back up. Now I'm going to layer the right leg on top of the left, so from that center point, let's step over, just going to bend this down, and then in towards the heel to right about there towards that center line. And I'm going to round out both feet. Let's start with the left side, curve this down and then up. Do the same thing on the right. Let's bend the toes, going around and then up towards the top. Bend this back down and then in towards the bottom of the foot. Now let's go back up to the top and draw the outside of the right leg. We're going to step over. Just going to taper this so it gets narrower as we come down towards the ankle. Round out the foot, and then just pull that up towards the top point. Let's go back to the top left, step over, come straight down, round out the ankle, and then pull that up towards the tip on the left. Now there's two more sets of legs across the back. So let's start with the toe on the left. Just going to come around and then up, bend this back down and in on top. Now over on the right side, we see the edge of the back leg. I'm just going to follow that curve, coming down, round out the foot, going up, and then tucking that in behind. Let's go back and add some thickness to the arms. We're going to start from the bottom of the elbow circle, draw a straight line coming in towards the side of the body. Let's go up to the top, angle is down and in, go to the bottom, Just going to taper this so the arm gets thicker as it comes in towards the wrist. Now let's go down underneath the hips and curve the hands, coming down and up towards a point. Do the same thing on the right. It's almost like drawing a half circle. And then from the tip, bend the hand coming in and then up towards the hips. Let's go back to the wrist. We're going to step out, curve the palm, going out and then down on top of the hands. Now with a rough sketch in place, I'm going to go back and clean this up by erasing some of these guidelines. Let's take out all that detail in the center of the nose. So we just want the outline. Now I'm going to use this underlying rough sketch to help us add some more detail on top. Let's start with the collar. Starting from the base of the neck, come down towards a V. And then from the side, it's going to bend the collar going out towards the side. Come around and then in towards the base of the neck. Let's move out and draw the sleeve. It's going to bring this out a little bit lower along the bottom. And just pull that back up towards the body. Just going to refine the shape a little bit more. Just pulling the shirt out, going around the hips. Let's add a detail going around the hands. I'm just going to fold the left brow on top of the eye. Just add a fold along the base of the eyelids. And we'll tuck the pupils in underneath with a small square and just fill those in. Now we're going to go back and just clean up our drawing one final time before we add more detail and shading. And now we're going to go back and start darkening up our contours. We're going to start with the eyes, starting from the top of our page and working our way down. I'm just going to start with the left eye. I'm just going to layer the right eye on top, on the inside. You can see that I'm just adding a little bit of thickness to our lines across the bottom, almost mimicking our shadows, just to give it a little bit of weight. Just going to add a few spots across the top of the head. And now just gradually work our way down the body. So we're going to start back at the neck. go back and just clean up our drawing one final time before we add any shading. I'm just going to use the side edge of our pencil to add some light shadows across the bottom of the body. So you can imagine that the light's coming from the top left going across, so the shadows will sit on the opposite side. Add a little bit of shadow across the brow and the bottom of the nose. And once we've added a light shade to this shirt, we'll be sure to sign our artwork, and that's pretty much it. There's a sketch illustration of Squidward from Spongebob SquarePants. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. If you did, please make sure you subscribe because I'm posting new lessons every single day. And if you want more details on our art supplies I used, I'll leave a list with links in the description below. I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon.